All right, today I wanted to play a fun one. There's been a brew that's floating around of a either Gruul or Naya control deck, and I'm really excited to kind of take a look at it. I was really impressed by the way that people were using the Fanatic of Ronus, a card from Modern Horizons 3, which didn't really see too much play except for in some brewers lists. But what we are finding now is that we have a lot of ways to end up with a creature that has power 4 or greater. And if we're able to make that happen, this Snake Druid can be absolutely nuts. For 2 mana, you get something that can either tap for 1 mana or for 4 if that thing is if you control a large creature. Another really cool one is that if you eternalize it, it comes back as a 4/4 and can immediately satisfy its own requirement for ferocious. Some ways that people are making this 4 power requirement satisfied is with Tarmogoyf. Always been a good card. No denying that. Being able to ensure that the graveyard is filled, though, is going to be a little bit of a requirement, but we should be able to make it happen. This is a deck that is trying to use unfair tactics in order to gain an advantage. So we are going to play Vexing Bauble here to try to stop our opponents with playing things like Omniscience combos, Omnishow combos rather. Things like blue-black scam is a problem that we want to fix, so that's why this card is in. Things like this we want to be able to deal with. And then we also play a pitch elemental of our own, Fury, to deal with these small boards that are becoming all the rage right now. And, this is just going to be a good body on the battlefield once we can cast it for its actual cost. And speaking on the requirements for Fanatic of Ronus here, another very good card is the Flage Titan of Fire's Fury. This one is, obviously going to have the same Titan clauses where it gets sacrificed unless it escaped. But a cool thing is if it comes in and you have a Fanatic of Ronus that can tap for mana, you can float that 4 mana while this thing is on the battlefield before it dies. So that's pretty cool. That can kind of turn Flage into not only a little bit of damage, but also a little bit of ramp in its own. This can help you power into stuff like the Fury that we mentioned before, the One Ring, Minsc and Boo. We're running 2 copies of Harmonize here, which I'm kind of interested about. Drawing 3 cards for 4 mana seems pretty nice, and as long as we can make sure we have double green for it, should be pretty cool. Bone Crusher, Giant Fable, the Mirror Breaker, also very good cards here. And at the top end, we have Storm the Festival for when that Fanatic of Ronus makes a lot of mana and we can use this thing. Notable that this thing does make a bunch of green mana specifically, so the 2 pips in Harmonize, the 3 pips in Storm the Festival, and I guess the random green pips we have sitting around here are going to still be pretty happy. It's really only the double red in Fury, Flage's 2 non-green pips, and 1 in each of these cards, and the Minsc and Boo, that don't take green mana. So for the most part, we're hoping to gain a little bit of a mana advantage here and eventually overwhelm our opponents with very big and very attacky creatures. This is Big Naya Control. I'm hoping we have some fun games with it today, but for the most part, this is an exploration into seeing if this deck can even hang in Timeless. Before we hop into the games, make sure to like and comment on the video. It helps with the algorithm. Subscribe if you're new for videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. Thank you for being here and watching the video, and I will see you guys in round 1. Okay, here we go. This is round 1. We open up with Fury if we need it, and otherwise we can just go ahead and surveil with Wooded Foothills and start to set up for a very fair matchup. I think this is not bad. Harmonize refills. Fable of the Mirror Breaker is going to be nice. The one thing that we don't have is protection against unfair combo decks, but let's just get lucky. All right, opponent keeps 6. Hopefully this is not them looking for combo pieces. It's a Scalding Tarn here. We draw back up 1 ring. We'll drop our Wooded Foothills here. Say go. Scalding Tarn is going to be sacked here. We'll let it happen. And do they shock? They do not. Elegant Parlor, so it looks like we are going to be playing the little red-white aggro deck. That has just been a very, honestly, a pretty big piece of the meta share as of late. It is a good deck. It's what I used to get to a decently. I did my mythic run with it this month, and you know, can definitely tell you firsthand it is a good deck. I took this Tarmogoyf to make sure that we had a turn 2 play. It'll come in as a 1/2 unless my opponent wants to counter it. Totally fine with me. Here we go. They will crack the Scalding Tarn. I can buff my Tarmogoyf by 1 if it really comes to it, but I think that if they look to remove it this turn, it's totally fine. We'll get Meticulous Archive. So maybe it's just Jeskai Control. If that's the case, this Tarmogoyf getting in for damage will be really nice. I'm looking to drop Fable of the Mirrorbreaker here. We will instead get Swords to Plowshares. I think that Fable of the Mirrorbreaker will still be a good card to drop, though. If we draw another land in the next turn or two, which we do, we are set up to eventually Harmonize and then use the One Ring. I don't think that I want to really go for the One Ring necessarily. I think I'd like to attempt a Fable of the Mirrorbreaker. If it gets countered, like, so be it. Not the end of the world. We do actually get it. I was a little bit worried about that. Next turn, we might end up just discarding the Harmonize. It for 4 mana is just not going to be as good as the One Ring. Deafening Clarion, so this is going to be at least 4-color control. We'll discard 2 cards here. I want to say that the Elegant Parlor and One Ring can go. I totally just forgot that Harmonize. I probably should have kept the Elegant Parlor. It is what it is. Now, if they're going to be a pitch elemental deck, I kind of want to make sure that Vexing Bauble is on the battlefield. So either play One Ring or play the Vexing Bauble. Eventually, Fury is something that Fable of the Mirrorbreaker is going to be able to copy, which is really nice. I think I'm going to end up taking this One Ring play here. Opponent holds priority here. They might have Pact Negation. Or, no, definitely not Pact Negation. They have a pitch elemental. What am I saying? This Vexing Bauble is going to come down next turn. I guess it's probably going to be Solitude. Unfortunately, they're already almost at the point where they can hardcast Solitude, but it is what it is. We'll be able to hardcast a Fury next turn, pretty much. Going to be an Omnath here. We'll just take our draw now. Minskin Boo, that's a great one. With a land here, which we're pretty likely to find off of our One Ring, we have Minskin Boo and Vexing Bauble. Didn't find it. Fable of the Mirrorbreaker flips. We can take out Omnath with Fury if we think like that's going to be something that we want to do, but I think I really just want to get Minskin Boo out. Minskin Boo, Vexing Bauble, next turn Fury. It'll be beautiful. We will take action. We will put some counters on him. Now we get a blocker. Or actually, we have something that can trade even. I probably should not have done this. I probably should have played the Vexing Bauble first, because we could get pitch elementaled here. I was really looking for the trade with Omnath. It looks like it's fine. It's not going to happen anyway. We'll go Vexing Bauble here. If they want to pitch now, they'll have to. If they want to take out one of our creatures. Cool. That works for me. So now we have Flage. Eventually these Furies are going to get sent to the graveyard, and then Flage will be the way that we continue the aggression. Minskin Boo also does represent damage out of nowhere, especially because this Boo is going to be pretty darn big. Very Time Raveler might flip our Boo back to hand. I can Fury the Teferi, though, especially if they decide to send something back. Teferi taking away the Vexing Bauble, how interesting. Okay, so it looks like they want to cast something this turn. We have double Fury, so we can clean up their board out of nowhere. We'd hit for 9, which is a 2-turn clock. They go for Fury as well. Darn. I think I lose... Do I lose my Minskin Boo? Ooh, that sucks. Okay, fine. We still have our token, though. So I think for me, the plan is to just go Fury anyway. Do not cast with Evoke. Alright, we'll deal damage to Omnath, and that is enough to tell my opponent to concede. Alright, well, I would say that we definitely provided a strong start there. We were actually, if we had drawn something, drawn another land off the One Ring, been able to play Storm the Festival, which is another really good card. So hey, maybe mid-range is doing it right for once. It might be the time to bring that archetype back. We'll have 4 more games here to see if that's actually the case or if I'm really just calling it early after one lucky win. But, let's hop into round 2 and see if we can validate these results or not. All right, here's round 2. We have our Fanatic Varonis in hand here alongside a Flage. This is kind of decent. I'm interested in giving it a try. We are missing a white mana for Flage, but we will find it eventually. And at the very least, the Fanatic of Varonis and Tarmogoyf can get to work. If we find a third land in general, this could be turn 3 One Ring, so I think I'm overall happy with it. Like the last game, we ended up not having our Vexing Bauble in the opener. Let's hope that that doesn't hurt us again. Enters tapped, say go. Try to hide our Fury priority as best we can. Plains comes down. It is Dennick, Pious Apprentice. So they are hating on Graveyard. It's fine, we don't care. We'll go Fanatic of Varonis. And actually our graveyard, what we care about in the graveyard is really not interested in being targeted at all. We actually don't want graveyards to change, so we're fine with this Dennick. Wedding Announcement. Ooh, we are going a little aggro here. Definitely not blocking. Now, if we find, if we found a white mana, we'd be able to cast our One Ring this turn. Unfortunately, not going to be the case. What I think we'll do here is just Fury away the board and play a Fable the Mirror Breaker. We'll evoke it, pitching a Flage since we just can't necessarily target with it yet. We will go 1-2, submit 2. We need to add some damage to here, and their board will be cleared. Wedding Announcement eventually is going to be a problem. We're going to hope to race them. Fable the Mirror Breaker. Alright. So after this, let's see what their next play is. Dennick can come back, even right now. It's going to be Wandering Emperor taking out my Fanatic Varonis. That's kind of unfortunate. Alright. Well, we'll at least be able to kill the Wandering Emperor, especially if we find this Fury. Well, the Goyf is nice. I think that the Vexing Bauble is not necessary right now. We'll pass. And Fury pitching Fury is a move. We'll Surveil. Another Vexing Bauble. I'm not really interested right now. Let's go like this, attacking the Wandering Emperor. They likely block here. That's fine. This means that their next turn will end up being the plus on the Wandering Emperor. If they don't commit something to the board, then, if they don't make another soldier, then I'm just good to Fury. Cool. Tarmogoyf is here. And we have mana. Oh, the Dawn Sky. Alright, so what do? When it dies, choose one. Jesus, I needed to respond to that with Fury. Oh, come on. Okay, well, it's not the end of the world. I can always Fury and then re-Fury as well. Yeah, that 7/6 is going to be a big old problem for me. If I attack with the Goblin Shaman, I can pitch cast Fury, that's 8 damage, and then we get in. So we want to make sure that we do this correctly. I'm going to attack one here, one here. We want to wait till after attackers. Create a treasure. Alright, now we go Fury does not have... oh man, Fury doesn't have flash. That is definitely a thing. Okay, fine. Well, they're going to probably eat our attack here, save their Wandering Emperor. We're going to just Fury clean up the board anyway. It kind of results in the same net effect, so it's all good, except my things do die. So it is what it is. They're actually kind of thinking about this one for a while. Maybe they don't block. Maybe the fact that I've made such a stupid attack is actually messing with their head a little bit. That'd be kind of nice. We'll see how they make these blocks here. as they kind of just sit and stare. I want to make sure that we don't really have anything to do after blockers, so this is fine. They have come back. They're probably going to eat the Goyf and trade. Yep, they will do that. That makes sense. Then we go Fury. And actually, I guess we can just hardcast here. Take out Ow. Alright, just do all the damage to this guy. Alright, Ow of the non-sky is gone. And what do you find like with this thing? It is a Shieldred. That is unfortunate. We will have to wait. Alright, so things getting a little bit complicated here. Infernal Grasp. That is going to be tough. I can pitch cast Fury and then create a copy of it, taking out the Shieldred and dealing a damage to the Wandering Emperor. Okay. We'll lose 2 life here. We will hold full control here. We will pitch cast Fury. I'm going to get rid of the Fable of the Mirror Breaker, I think. Or do I want to do that? No, I think I want the card advantage. But I do get card advantage out of the One Ring. This is 2 bodies, though. They seem to have a lot of larger creatures, so I got to be worried about that. Bone Crusher Giant does represent a little bit of damage, but they are clearly okay on health. I think I'll get rid of the Bone Crusher. Alright, so Fury comes in. Fury's going to go ahead and target Shieldred. We're waiting for an opponent response here. They do not seem like they want to do anything about this. There we go. So we'll target the Shieldred in its excess, and then we will activate this, targeting Fury. Make a Fury copy. Alright, and then we will target Shieldred and the Wandering Emperor, dealing 1, 2, 3 here, and 1 to the Emperor. That is 3 plus 4 is 7. Cool. Did my math right. We can uncheck full control here, and there we go. So, this Fury probably just wants to take out the Wandering Emperor. I guess I could have done a damage to the opponent's face somehow, but it is what it is. Alright. We're back to a clear board. Opponent has Wedding Festivity. We have Reflection on board. Danik is here. 4-3. That is kind of annoying. We can just not kill him. That's annoying. We have to just drop the Fable here. And pass. Oh, that sucks. Make disappear. Alright. Well, they're down to 1 card in hand here. Eventually, we're going to get a 1 ring out. Reflection goes away. So sad. We now take 4 turn through Danik. Oh, even less with Tenacious Underdog. Alright, well. That's not great. They do get to investigate here, and they are really rocking it. We're going to go Wooded Foothills here. Take a not so painful land. That is, I guess, the only one that is fetchable here. And we'll grab a 1 ring. I think I will draw with this 1 ring. We'll play with our life total a little bit, because I think we are very close to just 1 hit kill dead. And yeah, so our Naya midrange going up against Esper midrange today. It's kind of cool to see Wedding Festivity, or sorry, Wedding Announcement back in the back on the battlefield here. It's been a while since that was meta. Back in the token days, the token aggro days of that and our good friend, the Fable of the Mirror Breaker. That was a fun time to be around here. We'll draw with the 1 ring here as we head into our next turn. Stump Stomp, actually a good way to deal with the Danik, so that's actually kind of nice. Channel as well. It's too bad we don't have life. We will go Bone Crusher for 3, Stump Stomp with 2. That means that we'd have to channel and pay 3 life. Now that is not very good, but that does kill the Danik, and that's better than taking 4 damage. So, am I crazy for doing this? I guess I am. Here we go with channel. We will go Bone Crusher Giant. I want to make sure that I pay 2. And red. And we will go Stump Stomp here. Stump Stomp, not the land. Me, you. All right, and we actually go to 1 here. Totally forgot about that. We will die on our upkeep here with the 1 ring, so it's unfortunate we are going to lose on this one. Well, we give it a good try here. Unfortunately, the Esper mid-range deck was a little bit too much for us. We will die to our own 1 ring trigger. What a way to go. Well, we've had a positive and a negative so far. I think we'll take it to round 3 and see if the overall trend is up or not. Okay, round 3. Let's see how this one's going to go. Early Bone Crusher Giant, early Tarmogoyf feels nice. Flage, now that we have our Wooded Foothills, can actually be cast, which is convenient, so I think I'll keep. Wooded Foothills off the top here. Well, let's find our Elegant Parlor. Alright, we officially have white mana. Stump Stomp can be our, I guess, 3rd land drop here. We'll go Tarmogoyf into Crusher or something like that. We'll pass. And it's a tapped Undercity Sewers here, so we're going to get out with Tarmogoyf right away. Okay, shock the Stomping Ground, play the Tarmogoyf. Here we go. We will pass. Lady Delta. We're looking at lands here. We're seeing what colors I make, because I guess with these alt arts it's kind of hard to tell. Shock and a Breeding Pool. This is actually kind of looking like a... Uh-oh. Are we getting Show and Tell? Yes, we are. What's my best choice for Show and Tell here? I guess not really one that's easy to say. Bone Crusher Giant doesn't do much. Suppose we'll just drop a Flage out. Yeah, maybe a Fury. Why not? That gives us a little more damage here. Not really going to matter here. We'll submit 0. Goyf goes to a 3-4. We show 9 damage here, but I don't think it's going to matter. We'll let our opponent go ahead and execute the combo here. I actually just finished recording my version of the Omni Show deck, and unfortunately when I was playing I never got to actually resolve a full combo because everyone decided to concede. So we'll put opponent on the spot here and allow them to execute the combo here. If you came from the last video, now you actually get to see it in action. So opponent started off with a Born Upon a Wind on top of my Fury trigger. That is well done from them, not giving me a chance. Even if I had something like Leyline Binding that could take out the Omniscience, it's not going to work because they can go over the top here. They'll find Assemble the Team and Dig Through Time, and that pretty much should be enough to kill. They just go Assemble the Team into their Mastermind's Acquisition here, which they'll probably find. Typically lists play 1 or 2. And I assume they found it here. Okay, Demonic Tutor will find it, sure. And then Dig Through Time will be what they use to find the to refine the Approach to the Second Sun. So opponent will win here off of a very, very quick turn to Show and Tell kill. I guess in the next game that I play, I'll have to mulligan more aggressively for a Vexing Bauble. We got kind of lucky with the first 2 rounds here, but definitely good to remind ourselves that the Sharks are circling. That was round 3. Let's hop into round 4 and go for another one. Here we go. All right, here we go. This is round 4. I'm going to probably try to take a hand that is a little bit more meta focus here. We do want a Vexing Bauble. 2 lands does get us our Fanatic Veronis, but if our opponent can kill us early, this is going to be an issue. Fury is good if they're on a small little creatures deck. I'm kind of inclined to keep this one, but given what I said about wanting a hard stop against the Pitch Elementals, we will mulligan here. The question is, does Channel change things? Maybe not necessarily. We don't have enough strictly colorless spells that's going to be a good thing for us. We'll need to find a second and third green source as well, so we'll pass. And I think at this point we might just need to take a hand at some point. Tarmogoyf, decent. Minskin great. Maybe we drop Stump Stomp and Storm the Festival. I don't think I want to go to 4. We'll keep 5, get rid of Storm and Stump Stomp. Colors are all right. It's not, you know, the happiest hand that I've taken, but it is going to be semi-functional. So the kicker here would be to play against a turn 2 combo kill anyway. Or I guess anything else that's aggressive would be unfortunate. But we will see what happens. This is actually the official Nicol Bolas account, apparently. That's kind of cool. They won the naming land race for that name. That's pretty cool. Let's see what they're on today. If it's Grixis, that'll be cool. Fabled Passage here. Not something that you see often in Timeless. Definitely makes me think not a very quick deck, which is very good for me. If I find another untapped land, we can go turn 3 Minskinbu. That sometimes is enough to win. Oh, it's Mill. Okay, we're playing those Mirror Corp. So I would like to go very, very fast here. We will shock, play our Fanatic of Ronus. This Goyf should be pretty big here, which will turn on our Fanatic of Ronus eventually, so that's good. One untapped land here is actually pretty huge. Especially if it produces red. Well, actually, that doesn't really matter. Alright. It's Perfected Mind. Gonna mill us for a bunch here. They don't know about the Fanatic of Ronus. Oh, no, they do. Okay. Alright, well, we'll put some things into the graveyard here. That is a creature, sorcery, and land. This is going to be a big Tarmogoyf. And we actually do find what we're looking for here. So we go Tarmogoyf. Ah, crap, it's too small. It needed to be one bigger. So sad. But next turn, we're likely to have it. We just need to find like a sorcery or planeswalker, I guess. Brewback. Things are getting a little dangerous here. They might end up... Yeah, okay, they're going to just get rid of their Jace. Flage on time here. Tarmogoyf, now a thing that exists. So we're going to make a bunch of mana here. We will cast a Minskinbu. Leaving me with 3 mana left up. We will take action. I suppose that it's going to be this and this. Well, we probably want to keep cards in deck, don't we? We'll go Fable of the Mirror Breaker here. Perfect. And then we go Minskinbu, make this guy able to trade, or not trade, but kill the Brewvac. And now it's a 2-turn clock here. So if our opponent can't deal with the board or mill us out, we do have a victory at some point. We also do have 8 mana here, which is not really enough to cast Storm the Festival from Graveyard, which is sad, but eventually we're going to get there. With a Goblin Shaman and a land here, we do make it. Maddening Cacophony. That's the first start. We are at 4 cards left. And unfortunately, that will be the end of us here. Opponent's going to have us. We will, unfortunately, go to Death Step and lose the game here. So pretty decent showing out of them. Pretty decent showing out of us here. Got to turn on the Fanatic of Ronus, which felt nice. But unfortunately, not going to work. We will decline the Mince trigger, and we will die. All right, so beaten down by Mill here. That's not something that happens every. That's not something that happens every day. 5th round is coming up. We have one last chance to see if NAYA mid-range is legit or not. Okay, it's the 5th and final round here. Let's see what we can do. We do get that turn 1 Vexing Bauble start that I've been talking about. I'm going to give this one a try, just see if it can actually clip someone's wings or not. We'll go Stomping Ground here into Vexing Bauble, and then it's just going to be sit and relax. Look for a 3rd land. It is Strike It Rich here, which is indicative of Ruby Storm. We will go Sacred Foundry here. We do have a double 1 ring here, which is kind of convenient. I'm pretty likely to just sack the Vexing Bauble, actually, in this situation here. If this is Ruby Medallion, we know exactly what's coming up, or Rahl. Okay, it'll be Strike It Rich, totally fine. Yeah, I don't think Ruby Storm is really taking... there is really going to be gaining much if I sack my Vexing Bauble. I am debating keeping it. It's really nice if I hit my turn 3 curve. And they do have a lot of mana already. If they have a Pitch Elemental, they can pretty much just already cast it. Yeah, I think we just get rid of this. Like, they could be trying to grief me. They haven't done it yet, so it is what it is. Well, we would have drawn a tapped land next turn anyway. Unfortunate. Now if I get grief, I'm going to feel pretty dumb. Faithless Looting. Oh, okay, we're just going to get Lightning Phoenix or whatever. Yep, Arclight Phoenix. They put 2 into the bin, and they're pretty likely to be bringing both of those back this turn. I think it's going to be tough for us here. The One Ring really is our only savior, but yeah, it doesn't really do too much past that. Thoughtseize takes away a One Ring, I have to imagine. Yep. Buried Alive. There it is. So they'll find the other 2. Move to combat. We get hit for 12 this turn. Even if we do get our One Ring coming in, it doesn't really give us more than 1 turn, unfortunately. That is 4 Arclight Phoenixes on turn 3. Sometimes these decks can go faster than that. All we can really produce is either a Fanatic of Ronus or Fable the Mirror Breaker. I think we will just go ahead and concede this one and run it back one more time for round 5. That was a little bit unsatisfying. I'll click through real quick here, and we'll get out with our tail between our legs. Hopefully we will not have that big of a queue to get back in. Overall, the games haven't been very hard to find this night. I'm sure that as soon as I say that, I will bite my tongue. Nope, we'll find it in 10 seconds. Not too bad. All right. Our true round 5 part 2. Hopefully we'll go even on these round 5 rounds. This opener with Flage, Fury, and Storm of the Festival does not really seem like what I'm wanting to do with this deck. We're going to go to 6. Minskin is nice. Tarmogoyf is nice. Storm of the Festival is a little bit far off, so I'm happy to get rid of it. I think I'm okay keeping this hand. We can really do well to fix our mana here, especially with 3 Wooded Foothills. I think unless I'm worried about dying here, I'm going to probably just play these all slow. Double Flage, eventually going to be really good for me. We'll keep it on top, especially if I need to pitch at some point. We're good on lands. We can take a non-land. Looted Delta, they pass. Suppose we pass as well. We'll try to burn their counter spells if that's what this deck is doing. Hedge Maze. We are slightly cosplaying as the energy deck. Hopefully they will expect quick aggression from us and be surprised when they don't see it. We also could just be getting Show and Tell here. We are not, thankfully. Now, this could be interesting for a number of reasons. This could be them trying to read into Static Prison being in my hand, which is often a point of tension between Omni Show and the energy deck. Boros Energy, that is. Yep, let that resolve. I'm definitely taking a Surveil here. I'd like an untapped land on top, honestly. Minskin Boo, I don't think we can take it. The Jig's going to be up here. They're going to know that we are not what they thought we were. I think I just dropped the Goyf here. Well, okay, I was going to drop the Goyf until I got this Fanatic of Ronus. Alright, we pass. We can Flage into a One Ring if we draw it. We can Flage into a Tarmogoyf. If they mill or do something weird, we can Tarmogoyf into Minskin Boo, which actually would be better for me. Alright, so we are looking here. Put a land in the graveyard. I do not believe that's the first one. Let's get a Surveil in. Where are my options for Surveils? I think it's just the one left over. We'll take the Lush Portico. What will Surveil hit? It'll hit another Fanatic of Ronus. Do we want that? I think that we don't. I'm almost likely to just want to Minskin Boo right now, or Flage. Okay, cool. So we find this. And if I play Goyf here, Goyf will be big enough, so we'll be able to play Minskin Boo. Alright, so boom, Goyf. Do they kill Fanatic of Ronus in response? Alright, they flash, looking for something. Dramatic Vista. Alright. Oh, what? They failed to find here. They only have 2. Alright, well, we'll make 4 mana here, play... Oh, we can actually just play a Fury. That's even better, except they don't have anything on the battlefield, so I will just play the Minskin Boo. That does translate into 4 damage right now. Oh, no way. Spell Pierce. Oh, that is brutal. Alright, fine. Well, maybe the correct play was Fury the whole time. Oh, well. We can also Eternalize our other Fanatic of Ronus. We almost have enough mana to do both that and play Fury. With an untapped land, it's possible. Okay, well, that's kind of nice. That has to be done a little differently here. We go like this. That is Fury. The results. We'll submit 0. We'll then cast Fanatic Ronus. It is eternalized. And we'll get in for 3. Alright, so we've seen Spell Pierce, we've seen Born Upon a Wind. They are looking to be control, but I also see Soul Tie, which means scary combo things sometimes. Dig Through Time. You know, all of these are things that I do expect to see in a Show and Tell deck. I'm kind of worried here, but, you know, at the very least, our next turn is going to be pretty damaging for them. We'll need to fill up the graveyard a little bit. We do need to put a creature back in there, so this Flage will, I think, bring us near lethal, if not give us lethal. I can actually just cast 2 Flages. That puts them to 9, and then, yeah, okay, our creatures on board do kill. So I'm feeling pretty good about this, unless they just somehow wipe my board or Show and Tell me. This could be assemble the team for Show and Tell. We might be dying here. I just have to pray that it's not it, but I think we are going to die here. Yep. Well, we came super, super close here. Flage would deal 3 to face. They'll go to 10. Again, so very close, but no cigar here. We will watch them execute the beginning of their kill, and I'll probably go ahead and move towards my closing remarks on the deck. Dig Through Time comes in. I think I can be pretty sure that they have it here, so we'll go ahead and kind of close things out. Hope you guys enjoyed this video today. The NAYA mid-range deck was something that was not on my 2024 bingo list here, but surprisingly it is a deck that feels pretty good. It's always nice to resolve a Minskin Boo. That card is super, super strong as a control finisher. And in mid-range, you know, you saw today here that some of these board states did get pretty scary, even if we weren't able to really run our opponents over with it. As for if it can really hold up in the timeless metagame, you'll see here from multiple times against Omnitel that that's not really the case. But, you know, not everything is going to be a tier 1 deck. There is something to say about running this in Historic, potentially. You do need to drop the fetch lands and Fury, and then Minskin Boo does get a little bit more expensive, but it could be a pretty decent deck there. So would recommend checking that out. Yeah, with that being said, that moves us to the end of round 5 and the end of the video. So thank you for watching. Make sure to like and comment on the video. Helps with the algorithm. Subscribe if you're new for fun new brews like this. And I will see you guys in the next one.